Shalom. Call Lord YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. I want to go into this lesson speaking about true brotherhood and true friendship. Okay, because I saw this this picture this morning, and it inspired me to go into this lesson. And as you see in the picture, you have two knights looking like they're about to go into battle, and one says to the other, "Until the end, brother?" ? And the other one says, "Until the end," meaning they'll fight for each other, and they'll die for each other if needs be, until the end. All right, and this inspired me to do this lesson because it made me think of the bond and the relationship I have with the Akim in my camp. The brothers are part of the body. Where we constantly talk, we're constantly evaluating how we can do things differently and better. How we can treat each other better, how we can be there more for each other. And scriptures go into it like we are yoke fellows. We come. It's not just about us. Being in this truth together, but also being brothers. Okay. And I even have actual biological brothers in this truth, so that makes it all the more the better. But in this walk, it gets tough at times. It gets it gets rough. But in that, there's nothing like having brothers. Okay, having a true friendship, having Akim. Okay, there with you. Going through the good and the bad, and that's what inspired me to want to go into this lesson. And I'm going to grab a few scriptures, okay? First and foremost, let's go right here. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. I'm reading the NLT. Two people are better than one, for they can help each other succeed. And that's the whole point. It's about coming to a success, okay? And whatever you may be doing, you may have a business partner, you may have, whatever it may be, which we're doing the Lord's business, okay? So it says, for they can help each other succeed. And what you see in this society today is that it pits people against each other. Everybody's in competition with one another. Even if you have, friends, you see friends that are in the world, they're in competition with each other, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Originally, if two friends come together, it should be to help each other succeed, not to tear each other down, not to try to, boast up one over the other. No, it's ultimately to come to a common goal, which I'm going to go into this word friend real quick over here in the Edamon line. It says one attached to another by feeling or personal regard or preference. Okay, so two friends are attached to one another. Okay, and that's, even us in this truth. You got brothers. Some brothers are closer to each other than others, but ultimately, in the body, you have, we're all friends. Even the Lord, He called His disciples, "You are my friends," and we'll grab that as well. But it says, if one person falls, the other can reach out and help the other. But someone who falls alone is in trouble, and this is why this ain't a thing of, this ain't a thing of you have like them Batman Israelites, they just want to go out there and do it on the. No, this is why we have a body. This is why the Lord blessed you with brethren. It says likewise, two people lying close together can keep each other warm. But how can one be warm alone, right? So, if, it's good to have help. There's nothing wrong with having help. There's nothing wrong with needing help. In the situation where, as you see in this picture with these knights, if they gotta, sleep, back to back to keep warm in a cold environment, that's more beneficial than being alone. Okay, if one falls, the other one can help the other one up. It's a lot easier to get up if you fall, if you have help, somebody helping you get up, versus getting up on your own. All right. It says a person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better, For a triple branded cord is not easily broken. You see? So you think of an example, which, as in this example, these men are about to go to war. You know, they can stand back to back and fight off as many foes as possible. But one, that's going to be difficult. You see? And one can be conquered and defeated, but two, back to back. Okay? And this is why it's such a beautiful thing that we have this brotherhood. And you don't want to take this for granted. All right, I got a few scriptures I want to go through, so I'm gonna go through this pretty fast. Let's grab this though. Yoke. I don't think it's gonna show up right here. You know how the NLT be, but I'll grab it over here real quick. It says Amos chapter 3 verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? So we have to be agreed on, a common goal, which is very important too. Okay. This is the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 3. And I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow. Okay. So like I said, in this truth, we're yoke fellows, and a yoke is, something that's keeping two individuals together. Okay. There's another precept I was looking for, but for the sake of time, I'll go with that. Okay. So in this truth, like I said, we are yoke fellows to a certain degree. Okay. So we need one another, even though in this truth we're working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Ultimately, it's better that we work together. Okay. This is where the Lord puts us together. You got individuals out there, brothers out there, that's, alone, and they wish they had brothers. So I always tell the Akim, don't take this for granted. Don't take this brotherhood, this relationship that we have amongst each other for granted. And me and the brothers in my camp, we talk daily, damn near all day. We constantly talk, we constantly in fellowship. Okay. Not just, concerning the truth, but also in our personal lives, how we can do things better, helping each other out. And that's, a true friendship, a true brotherhood. It says Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17, iron sharpens iron. So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. You see? So iron sharpens iron. Like you got two, iron pieces of metal together. They sharpen each other. Well, so as well with two Akim. Okay? And it says, iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpeneth a friend. And that's the whole point. We got to keep each other sharp, especially in the times we're coming into, as things are going to get very uncomfortable, more dire. A lot of men are going to lose their lives in the times that we're coming into. So you got to remember the beauty of, the brotherhood. And especially, I've heard many brothers say it, and I always say it too, in these last days we're coming into, man, we are going to need each other. Okay? You ain't gonna be able to just go out there on your own and, nah, we need each other. Okay? And the Lord gave us a perfect example. It says Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1, let brotherly love continue. Okay? It says Romans chapter 12, verse 10, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Right? So, that's another thing too. Preferring one another. Okay? Helping each other. It's not a thing of I got this and you don't have this. No, if I got it, you got it. If you got it, I got it. If we got it, we got it. All right, and that's something that helps me in this walk. Knowing that I have brothers that I can look to and depend on when I need something. It ain't it ain't all about physical things, but sometimes it's support. Somebody to vent to, somebody to a shoulder to cry on. Shit, all of these things are important, and especially as we come into these last days. So as you watch this video, think about the brothers next to you. Think about the brothers who you go to war with, who you in battle with at camp, and cherish that, man. Okay, cherish that. It says let's grab this. It says this is John. This is the Lord speaking. Okay, in red letters, it says John chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And that's what we're doing. We're laying down our lives, in a situation where, it's life and death. You may have to go back and help a brother. And in that situation, you laying down your life for that brother, man. And that's there's no greater love than that. Okay, this ain't to think about being selfish and trying to save ourselves. Ultimately, though we have, even us having this truth, when I got this truth, the first thing I did was I brought it to my family, to my brothers, and they came into this thing, and we've been side by side ever since doing this work. Hey, I'm at work, and my brother actually worked with me, and he's behind me. you know, I'm in my car, and he's behind me, and I see him in my river, and he's doing a lesson. So we're all working toward the common goal to get the fuck up out of here, and that's the whole goal. That's the whole point. You see, and in that, hey, like the meaning of this lesson, two is better than one. If it's just me doing this, then it's a lot harder than if we doing this. You see, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. And that's what I try to do with Akim as well too. Okay, we ain't got no secrets. We ain't holding. We put everything on the line, man. On the forefront. Be honest with one another. Be sincere. It says, yet ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should bring forth fruit, that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. And that's the whole point too, man. Let me see what else I got. Oh, let's grab this. Okay. Let's grab this. 2 commandments. All right. Yep, this is the Lord again. Matthew chapter 22, which the Lord was our greatest example, man. Okay, he showed us, Salakia, how to be a true brother. Okay, he came down here and he died for, for his friends, his brethren. Started with the elect first and foremost, but ultimately all of Israel. It says, and that takes courage, man. Okay, that take, strength. It says Matthew chapter 22, verse 37. Yahawashi said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart. So let me go verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? It says, Yahawashi said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. So you gotta acknowledge Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi, with all your being. It says, and the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. You see, so there's no reason why I should be, feeling a certain type of way towards, a brother, or, saying any type of, evil or ill will towards or about a brother, if I understand these commandments. And this is what the Lord has shown us through his works. Okay, he said, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So this is what the Lord was coming to show his disciples, to coming to show us, to even in today's time, about this walk. It's not just about seeking your own salvation, but also the ones that hear us and follow that stead can be saved as well. That's what this is about. Let's go to Sirach though. Let's close out with this. All right. Like I said, just something that was on my spirit when I saw that picture. This is it says, I'll get right to the point. It says Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 6, verse 8. Let's go to verse 6. It says, be in peace with many, nevertheless have but one counsel of 1,000. Right? So everybody ain't your damn friend. Okay, you can't, you got 1,000 friends. Oh, it's my best friend. I got 1,000 best friends. No, you are a fool. Okay. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Right. So if you get a friend, you can't just, you meet somebody one day, oh, it's my best friend, it's my friend. No, true friends are known in adversity. It says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. And this is a true thing. You start catching hell when you doing good in prosperity. You got a bunch of friends, but when you catching hell, ain't nobody there. And I know when I was catching hell, and I went through shit, dire times in my life. The brothers that's with me were there, you know, and I honor that. I'm grateful for that. I don't know where I will be without that, honestly. All right, so this is, you know, for them brothers that you know that for those brothers they watching this, the water to you, Akim, and the water to YAHAWASHI for you, Akim. It says, and there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction, but in thy prosperity he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy service. And this is why you see a lot of these celebrities, you know, anybody who gets to come into some money, they rich, you know, it's hard for them to tell who's really with them, okay, because you're doing good. But start doing bad and you're going to see, okay? It says, if thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and he will hide himself from thy face. He ain't going to be around you. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure. Nothing doth travail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invalued. Right. So, hey, to have a faithful friend, hey, that's, you know, that is invaluable. Okay, you can't put a price on that. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. And amen. I know, you know, and as you should know as well. You know, life is a lot better when you have genuine friends. You know, somebody that you can, you know, confide in. You know, you ever had a friend where y'all in a situation and y'all can communicate with each other just by looking at each other. Y'all don't even have to say nothing to each other. You know, and that's, like, as it says, the medicine of life. Okay, because life is, you know, it has its pros and its cons, but that's the medicine of it. But that's the point, man. I just want to touch on that real quick. I pray it's been edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom, coming through Allah, Baba Ball, and on to the next one, man. And we almost out of here. Okay, remain firm and endure until the end. Shalom.